The United States has thousands of small towns spread from the deserts of New Mexico to the mountains of New England. Some are simply ordinary towns living everyday lives, but a few places have been linked for decades, even centuries, to mysteries that have never truly been solved. In one town, residents report strange sounds with no known source. In another, mysterious lights appear in the night sky without a clear explanation. There are towns tied to UFOs, towns built above underground fires still burning today, and communities that believe they can communicate with the spirits of the dead. Is it all just legend? Misunderstandings passed down from one generation to the next? Or is there something science still cannot fully explain? If there is one town most closely tied to mystery in America, Roswell is the answer. This small city in New Mexico became famous after a mysterious object crashed near town in July 1947. At first, the military announced it had found a flying disc, but only hours later, that statement was withdrawn and replaced with the explanation that the object was just a weather balloon. The sudden change in the story sparked speculation that continues to this day. Many people believe the government actually found a spacecraft and alien beings, while official investigations concluded that the object was likely part of a secret Cold War military project. That mystery changed Roswell forever. Alien-shaped streetlights, an annual UFO festival, and the International UFO Museum and Research Center have turned the city into the center of American UFO culture. Nearly 80 years later, the debate over what really crashed in the Roswell desert still continues, making it one of the most mysterious towns in America. No city in America is more closely associated with witchcraft and mystery than Salem. Located in Massachusetts, this coastal city became famous because of the tragic events of 1692, known as the Salem witch trials. In less than a year, more than 200 people were accused of practicing witchcraft, and 20 people were executed after a wave of accusations driven by fear, rumor, and mass hysteria. To this day, historians still debate what truly caused the panic. That dark past has become part of Salem's identity. Museums, monuments, and historic buildings continue to attract millions of visitors every year, especially around Halloween. More than 3 centuries later, the question of how a community could fall into such extreme panic still makes Salem one of the most mysterious and most talked about cities in America. This small town on the Ohio River is famous for one of America's creepiest legends, the Mothman. In 1966, several residents around Point Pleasant reported seeing a mysterious human-sized figure with large wings and glowing red eyes. The mystery deepened when the Silver Bridge collapsed in December 1967, killing 46 people. Many residents connected the Mothman sightings with the tragedy, as if the creature had been a warning sign of disaster. To this day, there has never been a fully satisfying explanation for what the witnesses actually saw. Some say it was a large bird that was misidentified, while others believe it was something far more mysterious. More than half a century later, Point Pleasant remains the center of the Mothman legend and one of the most mysterious towns in America. In the middle of the remote West Texas desert, Marfa has become the center of one of America's most famous mysteries. For more than a century, residents and visitors have reported seeing strange balls of light, floating, moving, changing color, and sometimes even splitting into several parts in the night sky. This phenomenon is known as the Marfa lights. The first documented reports appeared in the late 19th century, long before modern highways or vehicle headlights, which are often used as an explanation today. Various studies have tried to uncover the cause, from atmospheric mirages and reflected car lights to rare geological phenomena. But so far, no theory has explained every report. Some witnesses believe the lights have a scientific cause that is not yet fully understood, while others connect them to something far more mysterious. Few towns in America have truly been swallowed by disaster, but that is what happened to Centralia. This small town in Pennsylvania became famous after an underground coal mine fire began in 1962. The fire spread through the mine network beneath the town and continues burning to this day. Over time, the ground began releasing toxic smoke, large cracks appeared, and some areas became unsafe to live in. The government eventually relocated nearly all residents and demolished most of the remaining buildings. What makes Centralia so mysterious is the fact that the disaster is still ongoing. Experts estimate the underground fire could keep burning for decades, or even hundreds of years. Today, empty roads and abandoned land serve as reminders that a community that once lived and grew has almost completely disappeared. Between the mountains and high desert of New Mexico, Taos is known for one of America's most puzzling phenomena, the Taos Hum. Since the early 1990s, some residents have reported hearing a constant low-frequency hum, similar to the sound of a diesel engine running in the distance. Strangely, only some people can hear it, while others hear nothing at all. The phenomenon attracted the attention of scientists, engineers, and even the federal government. Various investigations were carried out to find the source of the sound, from industrial activity and electrical interference to geological phenomena. But no explanation has satisfied everyone. What makes this mystery even more interesting is that similar reports continue to appear today. At first glance, Dulce looks like a quiet small town in northern New Mexico. But for conspiracy theory fans, the town's name is tied to one of the most controversial mysteries in America. For decades, claims have circulated that beneath the area near Dulce, there is a secret underground base used for classified experiments and even cooperation with extraterrestrial beings. This theory became popular in the 1970s and 1980s after several people claimed to have information about a hidden facility deep underground. From there, more stories appeared, ranging from genetic experiments to alleged activities hidden by the government. Although no verifiable evidence has ever been found to support these claims, the legend of Dulce Base continues to live on through books, documentaries, podcasts, and internet forums. Gettysburg may be one of the most historic towns in America, but for many people, it is also one of the most mysterious. Located in Pennsylvania, the town was the site of the Battle of Gettysburg in 1863, the bloodiest battle in United States history, with more than 50,000 soldiers killed or wounded in only 3 days. The scale of that tragedy created stories that still survive today. Over the years, visitors, park rangers, and local residents have reported sounds of gunfire with no clear source, figures of soldiers dressed in Civil War uniforms, and strange sightings across the wide battlefield. Although no scientific evidence proves those paranormal claims, similar reports continue to appear from one generation to the next. In Arizona's Red Desert, Sedona looks like an ordinary tourist town surrounded by spectacular scenery. But for decades, This Arizona town has been known for something far more mysterious. Many people believe Sedona has several vortexes, or special energy points believed to affect a person's mind, emotions, and even physical condition. This belief became popular in the 1980s and attracted thousands of spiritual seekers, paranormal researchers, and travelers from around the world. Some visitors claim to feel strange sensations such as tingling, deep calm, or a sudden surge of energy while standing near certain red rock formations around Sedona. Although there is no scientific evidence proving the existence of these vortexes, the debate continues to this day. Hidden in western New York, Lily Dale is one of the most unusual towns in America. Since the late 19th century, this small community has been known as a center of the spiritualist movement, a belief that says the living can communicate with the spirits of those who have died. For more than 100 years, mediums, psychics, and spiritual seekers from around the world have come to Lily Dale to attend spirit readings, lectures, and events connected to the afterlife. Even today, those practices remain part of daily life in the town. To its supporters, Lily Dale is a place where the physical world and the spirit world can be connected. But to skeptics, the phenomenon is seen as the result of suggestion and personal belief. Perched on a steep mountainside in Arizona, Jerome is one of the most famous old mining towns in America. In the early 20th century, the town grew rapidly because of the copper industry. But after the mines closed, most residents left, and Jerome nearly became a ghost town. Its long history of mining accidents, violence, and death later gave the town a much more mysterious reputation. For decades, visitors and residents have reported strange events, from footsteps with no clear source to sightings of mysterious figures inside the town's old buildings. Hidden deep in the forests of western Connecticut, Dudleytown is often called one of the most mysterious places in America. This small settlement was founded in the 18th century, but was gradually abandoned until it disappeared from the map as an active community. What made Dudleytown famous is the legend that grew around it over the years. Stories spread about tragic deaths, mental breakdowns, and bad luck said to have struck several families who once lived there. Although historians believe many of these stories were likely exaggerated over time, the mystery of Dudleytown continues to attract paranormal hunters and urban legend fans. Because almost no buildings remain and the site lies in a remote forest, its atmosphere only strengthens the speculation. Hidden in the Ozark Mountains, Eureka Springs is one of the most unique and mysterious towns in America. This Arkansas town first became famous in the late 19th century, when thousands of people came because they believed the natural springs in the area had extraordinary healing powers. But the mystery of Eureka Springs does not end there. The town is also known for its many paranormal stories centered on historic buildings, especially the Crescent Hotel. Built in 1886, the hotel often appears on lists of the most haunted places in America, with reports of sightings and strange events that have continued for decades. Located on the banks of the Mississippi River, Alton may look like an ordinary historic town in Illinois, but over the years, it has built a reputation as one of the most haunted and mysterious places in America. Part of that reputation comes from its long and tragic history. Alton was the site of several violent events in the 19th century, including conflicts related to slavery and the Civil War era. Over time, many reports emerged of mysterious figures, strange sounds, and events that were hard to explain inside the city's old buildings. One of the most frequently mentioned locations is McPike Mansion, a historic house that has become the center of many paranormal stories. In the remote Uinta Basin of Utah, there is a ranch that may be more famous than many towns in America. Known as Skinwalker Ranch, this location has been the center of strange reports for decades. The stories from this place are extremely varied. They include UFO sightings, mysterious balls of light, electronic disturbances, and creatures that are difficult to identify. The name Skinwalker itself comes from Navajo legend about a supernatural figure believed to change shape. What makes this mystery even more famous is the involvement of scientists, former government officials, and research teams who have conducted investigations at the site. Although several studies have been carried out, no explanation has been able to answer every report from this area.